Well, YouTube, Tiff's right here. I was lucky enough tonight to get another elevator test for the Alisa Lam case. And I was only was able to get a short, one leg kick in the door just to show how fast this elevator opens, as I'll play the video and let it repeat itself. But yes, it is very interesting every time I find an elevator to find right. There was a first kick. I was able to get two in. Although one, it was only one. It sucks because I was in this place and as you watch it, there, as you can see how fast that door opened up. And I'll just let it run like this as I talk, but I know it's an obsession now when I get into these places and check a different elevator every friggin' time. It's just something that I feel obligated to do, because just like the Alisa Lam case, that door stayed open. She was sitting there pushing buttons. She was sitting there going in and out, hopping in and out of that friggin' thing. And for someone to say that, so she was on hallucinating drugs, she found her own way up to that tank and put herself in it. She was suicidal. But the main thing in this friggin' case is the elevator. And there's no way, chance in hell, that friggin' elevator door stayed open that damn long, and not at least shut once. And this, I tell you, man, was an old elevator. And as you heard in the video, you can hear how creaky that door is. I mean, one thing I ain't got a time to do is to look at the date of the sign. But I'll tell you, when I went and did that door, and let me see, play it again. Listen to that. Oh, man. That right there is friggin' proof. Like I say, looking at the date of these elevators to see how old they are, when their last inspection was, it all weaves out into, it all leads to that point of why that door was not shutting. And when you watch that haunting last video of her, and I say it all the time, the girl in that friggin' elevator, when she's sitting up against the wall, and they have that picture of her paused, just sitting there staring at the door like waiting for someone to come in. To me, it does not look like her. Alisa Lam had, how can I explain the eyes? Her eyes were bigger, and I did a face analysis on that. And the one in the elevator, when she's back against the wall, I swear to God, it kind of looks like they're slanted down, let alone like Japanese eyes. I mean, yeah, you can tell the nationality of Korean, Japanese, Chinese, of the way their eyes are, and so forth, Thailand. But to me, them eyes And Alisa Lam's eyes also were a little bit wider. I mean, I think that might have been like she was, she seemed like, from what friends say and stuff, even though she was antidepressant or whatnot, but she looked like she had a big, huge, lit up personality in her photos. And, it just don't look like her to me. Anybody can have their own opinion, but if that is the case and if that was not her, I mean, that would only make sense to, right, just trying to make it look like something she did. So the people who killed her, of course, would not get caught. But, for that elevator not to close, I know for a damn fact, because you watch this elevator I'm in, and no matter how old this friggin' elevator is, that door shuts quick. Even watching it now, I'm waiting for it to shut. There it goes. And when I go to kick my foot in it, to do my test on it, see it shutting, whoop, right back open. Alisa Lam stood in that friggin' elevator, and a lot of the time she was in the elevator, especially pushing them buttons. I mean, that's another thing I gotta do, but even the buttons, it doesn't even matter. When that door wants to close, it will close. And it doesn't matter how many times you push that button. You watch how fast that damn thing closes in this video. And this is an old elevator. And that's enough said of what made that elevator stay open. To me, if it was someone that worked there, and hell, I would almost put money on that too. Friggin' someone that has access to the building. Or hell, maybe if they have residents in there now, getting good with the janitor or something, learns a little ifs, ands, and buts of, the elevator, or playing with the elevator door, shut it down and get stuck in it, so the friggin' guy will come out and fix it and say, what happened? I don't know. There's a lot of thoughts and theories on this, but that damn elevator door not shutting, only up until the point when she leaves and finally says, hell, I ain't gonna wait for this elevator to go. And then it shuts. How coincidental is that? Whether or not there's a box on every floor that can literally manipulate that elevator to stick open, just for the purpose of being fixed, or if there's a wire shortage on that floor, they can just shut down that floor, and do the work and not mess around with the other floor's power source type thing. It's another thing I think is what happened, because for that elevator door to stay open like that, and as you can see clearly in this video, as many times as she pressed that button, or as many times as she stood back up against the wall waiting for that door to shut, it never shut. That means only one thing, that someone turned the power off in that damn elevator and freaked her out. That's what I think. Someone literally freaked that girl out. Did what they were going to do to her, and that's right. Kept that damn elevator door open until the point where she, had enough and wasn't going to wait around no more. And then killed her. And then at that point, that's right, led to her demise. Because it's only coincidental that she ended up in a friggin' water tank in the building. Which, they said the doors were hard to shut. Things of getting up there was very difficult. You know, there was so much stuff that girl had to do to get to that top floor. It's BS that they say she got up there her damn self and jumped in that tank. Total BS. Because even they said that the door to that friggin' water tank was hard to open. And what the hell makes you think a friggin' person on antidepressant is gonna be able to open up some water tank door just to jump in it? I don't think so. I'm sorry. That's another poor investigation done. And mind you, I did a thing on Google Maps of the Cecil Hotel, and there was literally a security guard chasing a man through one of the parking lots. And things you find on Google Maps, folks. And whatever that guy was doing that day, whether he was breaking in cars in the parking lot or just did something at the Cecil Hotel that someone said, oh, someone was in here. He left just a minute ago and chased the friggin' guy out or whatnot. That really friggin' makes me think, too. It only goes to show what that hotel brings through its doors. And if it housed multiple suicides and quite a few serial killers, especially the Night Stalker, only one can just let their imagination run wild of what held that door wide open. Like I say, I'm obsessed with this now. And every time I get into an elevator, I always do this. I mean, if I can't because of, people there, because sometimes, I don't know, if I can't, I don't do it. But the majority of the time, I've been getting in elevators and been able to, kick my foot through that door and watch it whip right back open, or press the button and watch the door just simply close. So, there's a lot of stuff on this that, if you get the chance to get into an elevator and do an elevator test like that and sit there and pound on the buttons like Alisa Lam did, and I did do that today. I did do that. And because when the door shut, though, this is the thing, this elevator we're looking at right now, when the door shut, the damn thing wouldn't, go fast enough to go down. That's how friggin' old this thing is. But the door itself, you can see right there that it moves quick to shut. But until I was pressing a button to get to the friggin' first floor to get the hell out of there, right? Because, there was someone on the first floor. Actually, you can't get out access that, so I got screwed up. So I was trying to get to the second floor where the main entrance was, where I came in. I thought it was the first floor, but it was actually the second floor. So when I got to the first floor, I'm sitting there pounding on the key while the door's shut, and it was like taking forever for the damn friggin' thing to go up. So I'm thinking, wow. But as you can see, this door right there, bang. It literally shuts. And see how long I sit there and wait, and there it goes again. That's right there is proof that that door, that Alisa Lam that was in that elevator, even if it was her, that door was literally shut down or jammed by somebody. And that's what I think. Whether it be someone that lived in that hotel or whether it had been, someone that just knew it very well and stalked people. Because, of course, there are copycat killers out there, folks. I like to do things, and obviously this man probably was someone like Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, the biggest pussy alive, stalking on innocent people. Because he couldn't do it man to man or mano a mano. He had to sneak up on sleeping couples and, just like any other serial killer that creeps through the night. Pussies. Big, tough men that think they can just overpower anybody. But they're nothing but a bunch of damn jackassed pussies. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. Come to the hefty, hefty, hefty and see how far you get. Yeah, I like to taunt you people. Think you're badasses. Especially when you're sneaking up on innocent people. You know? Sad, but true. But anyways, like I said, I have an obsession every time I get in that damn elevator now. I have to try it. And when I push that button, the door shuts. When I kick my foot in it, the door opens quickly. And then when I stand there and wait, and it just shuts right after that. And she sat there banging on them buttons. She sat there trying to jump in and out. She stood up her back up against that wall, and the damn thing still didn't move. It only moved up until the point where, she got ready to leave. And whoever friggin' put her there in that position, did it on purposes, right? Because that person knew that when that door shut and she was done, whatever, sick of waiting for the door so she can get the hell out of there, and the elevator takes off, and there you go. That little serial killer or person or persons has that advantage. And if there's nobody on that floor, mind you, and if it was, it was actually, I can't even say that. It was still a hotel at the time. And if they know who's not going to hear her scream, let alone let out a little yelp as they attack her from behind and cover her mouth. Hell, they could even chloroform this girl. Knock her out immediately. That's what I think happened. There's a lot to go on by that. This person knew that no one was on that floor. They knew how to manipulate the elevator, and they knew and were following this poor girl and led her to her demise. And whoever says elsewise, you don't know jack. You don't know jack shit. Accidental, my ass. Security alarms would have went off to the roof if she would have went up there. And even them were manipulated or let alone shut off or cut down. Someone knew about the power system in that building too. And they're going to sit there, oh, it was an accidental. She killed herself. Bullshit. That elevator door is a big key thing, folks. And that person knew enough not to get in front of the camera, but knew enough right that girl would have gave up. Or if it even was her, just to make it look like she was trying to get out. And she probably could have already been dead by that point. Just send in the stunt double. But, once again, folks, this is another case that will probably leave everybody to be driven insane until it's even solved. And that sucks, man. I want to give another moment of silence. A huge condolence to the damn family that had to go through this and is still going through this, because this case will never be solved. That Cecil Hotel holds so many dark, evil secrets. Man. Moment of silence. And just how creepy it is watching that elevator door, man. And to realize that it wasn't shutting. Poor girl couldn't get the F out of there. Nope. I don't know, folks. I don't know. This world has a lot of evil people in it. Take advantage of every type of person that's weak and harmless. And it still goes on to this day, from the day of dawn, from the time of dawn, for Christ's sake. People just, getting away with friggin' bloody murder with all this crap. I know one thing, man, not enough goes on. And they don't even, and I'll leave you with this. It's pretty funny that the only camera footage they have is her messing around in that damn elevator. Where was the damn elevator, the camera for the hallway? It never did, or I never seen, unless there's something out there I did not see. But her in that damn hallway and what she was doing out of the elevator. Where is that footage? Anybody tell me that? Because that right there, my friends, is the key to everything. Especially this damn elevator video. Where is the video to the hallway? And correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe they said that that camera was broken at the time. Whatever it may be. If that ain't enough to prove my thought theory idea that this is either an inside job or a stalker just doing what the Night Stalker did, well then someone's totally effing insane. And they need to go get themselves some help to believe this was just a random act of suicide. It's just like the Libyan Abbey case. What more on that phone is there? What more's video that should have been in that hotel is there? And there's none. So what does that tell you? Think about it. Wrapped up in a case of a bunch of bullshit. Suicide. Be safe, people. Be safe. Out.